Dieu, pauvre et chantant. En tout chemin, en tout lieu, il ne parle que du bon Dieu.
Il ne parle que du bon Dieu.
À l'époque où Jean sans terre d'Angleterre était le roi, Dominique, notre père, combattit des...
Hello, I'm Lawrence Didcot. I'm the new French teacher.
It's 6:30 in the morning.
I was wondering if I might possibly come in.
That car needs to be moved. It's in a staff-only space.
Ah, but I am a member of staff.
But you don't have a permit.
From whom do I get one?
The school bursar.
Who is the school berther?
I am.
Could I have a permit, please?
You will be issued with a permit in due course. Meantime, I'd be grateful if you'd move the car.
Yes, of course. Could I just put my things in the classroom first? Oh. Apart from the crossing, I spent a very pleasant 3 weeks in Brittany. But I must say, that's the first time I've ever been sick on a ferry. I've been sick on a train.
Your classroom.
Golly. Stunning.
Donald. Morning, Halifaxes. Good summer, Holes?
No.
Go anywhere nice?
No.
Looking forward to the start of another exciting term?
No.
How was the school cruise, Eric?
Best one yet, Jean. Didn't you get my card from Tangiers?
Yes, it all sounded a bit fraught.
Well, you expect to lose a few kids along the way. Still, there's good news about young Staples and Henderson.
They've got typhoid.
No. I got 4,000 dinars for them in the marketplace. I could have got 10,000. I'd thrown in Lucy Cornwell, but she's in the school play this term. Gilbo!
Gilbert, if you please, Mr. Sweetie.
Donald.
How was Spain, Gilbert?
Italy, Mr. Halifax, was bliss, but soured by a 2-hour flight back from Florence in the company of English football hooligans. And do you know what one of them did? He flicked peanuts at me.
You were wearing your Millwall scarf again, weren't you?
Sometimes I cannot fathom why I live in this beastly country.
35
35 what?
days to half term.
Oh, my goodness. The staff meeting.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, if we could turn our minds to the first item on the agenda.
Yes, thank you, Headmaster. We did have a nice holiday.
What? Oh, sorry. Morning, everyone.
Good morning, Headmaster.
Everyone have a nice holiday?
Well, as a matter-
Excellent. Right, as I was saying,
How was Barbados, Headmaster?
young Campbell Stevens' parents were very generous hosts, Eric, but I have to confess I find yachts slightly claustrophobic. Now, if we could move on to the first item on the agenda, the Arts Centre appeal.
Oh, here we go.
What? No, fundraising efforts. Harriet, how much did we raise on the third form production of Romans in Britain?
£37, Headmaster.
Here. Eric, the auction, how much did we get for that cricket bat signed by the England team?
£12, Headmaster.
Oh, that is disappointing.
Yes, that's what I thought. I was rather pleased with my Graham Gooch.
Gilbert, the end-of-term recital?
£350, Headmaster.
Oh, now that's much more like it.
No, the school owes me £350.
Yes, I see. Now that means, along with parents' donations during the holidays, the current total of the Arts Centre appeal stands at a rather disappointing £17,483.
That's funny, Headmaster, because our Somalia appeal has shot up to £16.75.
Harriet, we pride ourselves on being a forward-thinking, visionary school. We have to think of the next generation and the generation after that.
I do. And I think, why can't the next generation build their own bloody art centre?
Thank you, Donald. Now, let's all get out the diaries.
Oh, yes, let's.
And turn our minds to the first date this term in the fundraising calendar, which I would suggest should be
Headmaster, I am so sorry I'm late.
Ah, Lawrence, do come in.
Sorry.
Hello.
Sorry.
Everyone, all met Lawrence Didcot, who's joining Donald Halifax in the French department.
You see, I had a couple of problems in the classroom with my posters. Hello, Donald. I think my blue tack might be a bit old, and
Yes, fine, Lawrence.
I didn't want to use sellotape because that tends to take the paint off the walls.
Yes, Lawrence, just sit down. We're in the middle of a staff meeting.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Yes, right, as I was saying, if we could all pencil in October the 17th as the next date in the appeal. Lawrence, you all right? Yes?
There doesn't appear to be a seat, Headmaster.
Well, just stand over there at the back, will you?
Okay, thank you.
Right, now where was I?
Sorry.
Now, as I was
thank you.
saying...
Lawrence Didcot.
Eric, sweetie, sports and science.
Oh, I nearly did science for A-level.
October the 17th is the next date for the appeal diary, so could we have some volunteers for... Yes, Lawrence?
I'm volunteering, Headmaster.
But you don't know what for?
No, but I'm sure it's for a very worthwhile cause.
Well, yes, as a matter of fact, it is. The school's planning to build a new arts centre.
Oh, but that's marvellous.
Yes, and we're thinking of ways of raising money, so as soon
Young
as...
people cannot be exposed to too much culture. When I was in Avignon last year, I visited a lycée that had converted a volleyball pitch into an open-air theatre, saw the most stunning production of Waiting for Godot. Had a bit of trouble hearing because of the cicadas, but it was the same.
I think it's probably best to postpone this meeting until break, so if there aren't any questions... No? Good. Let me wish you all the best of luck. Hello.
Lawrence Didcot. Hello. Oh, Donald.
Oh.
Bonjour, Donald.
Hello, Lawrence. Yes.
J'espère que vous avez passé de très bonnes vacances, Donald.
Lawrence, rule number 1 of the French department, we don't speak French.
Donald, if I could have a quick word with you about my timetable. Yes, I seem to have 7 free periods.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry about that. I tried to angle you a few more, but I...
Oh, no, I was hoping for less.
Less?
So, Lawrence, are you managing to find your way around the school yet?
Well, to tell you the truth, Jean, it is all still somewhat confusing.
Look, it's quite simple. These are a few landmarks to remember. Library and science block over there.
Yes.
First 11 pitch over there.
And the birching tower over there.
Birching tower? You mean there's corporal punishment?
Oh, yes. But as the headmaster said, we are a modern, forward-thinking school, so it's got shag pile carpets, tinted windows, and a video so we can show the beatings in morning assemblies.
But that's awful. The headmaster said nothing about this at the interview. We could be taken to the European Court of Human Rights.
Lawrence, it's a joke.
Oh! It was a joke.
Boyd's, £75.
Thank you, letter.
Sinclair's, £15.
Acknowledgement slip.
Vassopoulos, £150.
Thank you, letter.
Wine and cheese.
Sorry?
Over £100, it's wine and cheese, headmaster.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Bilberry, £10.
He's a corporate financier. He's rolling in it.
Plus a note saying, "Dear Mr. Piper, don't you think we pay enough in fees already?" Simcox, £17,500.
What?
Oh, no, sorry, £17.50. I misread it. Oh, headmaster, remember, you've got Norman Huntley coming at 11:30 for a tour of the site of the Arts Centre and then lunch.
Oh, God, I forgot, Jean. Do we have to?
Yes. He gave £1,000 for the squash courts.
Yes, and I had to listen to a 2-hour lecture on the future of plastic roll plugs. And why can't he just hand over the loot? Marvellous, isn't it? Who started at Harrow last year? David Dimbleby Jr., the Earl of Lichfield's son and the daughter of the British ambassador to Washington, D.C. Who do we get? The son of Norman Huntley of Hurry, Hurry Down to Huntley's home base.
Oh, you left one out, Headmaster.
What?
Hurry. It's hurry, hurry, hurry down to Huntley's home base.
Thank you, Jean.
Christmas and Boxing Day.
Thank you, Jean.
Golly, I feel better after that. It's nothing like a blast of the Marseillaise to warm us all up before we get to know each other. And also, I have to say that this is the last time we're going to be speaking English for the rest of term. Alors, très bien. Maintenant, en français, s'il vous plaît. From now on, only in French, please.
You just spoke English then, sir?
Yes, but that was just to make sure we all understood.
Still doing it, sir.
You're quite right, I am.
And again.
Right. Well, I'm going to stop.
When?
Now. I mean, maintenant. Alors, je m'appelle Laurence Didcot. Laurence-E-D-I-D-C-O-T-T. Now, did you get that?
English, sir?
Oh, gosh, I've done it again. Damn. I mean, merde. Oh, gosh, I didn't mean to say merde. Crikey, I said it again. Look, I'm just going to go out of the classroom and come back in again and start again from scratch, OK? Oh, hello. Who are you?
Adam Huntley.
Shouldn't you be in your lesson?
No, Mr. Halifax just sent me out.
Did he? What for?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Yeah. Mr. Halifax said, Huntley, you're obviously going to misbehave at some point during the lesson, so you may as well get out now and we'll cut out the middleman. There's great music coming from your classroom, sir. Mr. Halifax's lessons are really boring.
I'm sure Mr. Halifax's lessons are excellent.
No, they're not. They're crap. He gets paid 25 grand a year to sling a vocab test on the board and do the crossword.
Does he?
I think that's scandalous, don't you?
Yeah. I mean, no. Look, I really must get back in my classroom. Yes, Pamela, what is it?
English, sir.
Pompidou.
Of course I threw him out. Anybody would. Sugar?
6, please.
There's nothing one can do with that brat. Adam Huntley is disruptive and terminally bored.
Donald, in my opinion, there is no such thing as a bored pupil. I'm sure Adam Huntley's little beak is as hungry for knowledge as anyone else's.
Did I hear the dready name Huntley? Will someone please tell Mr. Huntley that when I asked parents to donate any musical instruments, I did not mean a karaoke machine.
Hi, Headmaster. What are we going to do about young Huntley? He's a complete waste of our time and his father's money. Are you going to expel him or not?
Certainly hope so. The boy's turning out a vulgar buffoon, just like his father.
Well, I've had a rethink, and I've decided the school is a broad church, and we need all types, even the Huntleys of this world.
All right. Get it? It's the arts centre, isn't it? As usual, Lawrence, Norman Huntley opens his checkbook and the mansion spreads its legs.
Oh, really, what? Why doesn't Lawrence take Adam Huntley?
Absolutely not. It's Lawrence's first term in all conscience. As his head of department, I couldn't possibly let Lawrence take Adam Huntley.
Oh, no, I insist.
All right.
Excellent. Problem solved. Lost and found, I think, Eric. Oh, by the way, another date to put in the diary for the Piper Centre appeal.
Oh, it's the Piper Centre now, is it? Mr. Piper.
Oh, no, I mean the Arts Centre. Well, it was a suggestion from the governors. I mean, I was going to bounce it off you all, of course.
Headmaster, this fundraising is endless.
Now, Harriet, the Arts Centre will not build itself. The bank will not increase the loan. I don't want to cut departmental budgets, and I know how important to you all this pay increment is this term.
Headmaster, I don't know how the other staff feel about it, but I certainly wouldn't object to going without the pay increase for the time being, as it's for such an important cause. Ah, Harriet.
Lawrence.
Between you and me, I think I made a bit of a faux pas in the staff room just now.
Did you?
Yes, didn't you notice? It was when we were talking about going without the pay.
Lawrence, next time you want to empty the staff room, just hit the fire alarm. So how are you settling in, then?
Oh, superbly, thank you. Today is a dream come true.
Is it?
Yes, teaching is me. The mansion is me.
Really?
Yes, I'm here to stay. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we were all still here together in 30 years' time?
I think I've got some marking to do.
So, here we are then, Norman, the Piper Centre.
Very nice, Leslie.
So if you'd just like to follow me. Now, entering the foyer with its central courtyard. Oh, mind the ornamental fountain.
Where's your central duct, then?
Oh, in the centre somewhere. Now, to the left, the auditorium. To the right, the library. And straight ahead, the drama workshop.
I like a bit of drama.
Do you? Well, we've got a very ambitious programme this year. Look Back in Anger, Long Day's Journey into Night, and Othello.
You're not doing any Ray Coon either?
No immediate plans as such.
Oh. I like a good laugh.
Ah, well, yes, of course. Although Othello is, strictly speaking, a tragedy, it's all in the playing, of course. There's a romping bedroom scene, a huge misunderstanding over a handkerchief, and it's all about a husband who thinks his wife is having a bit on the side. Oh, dear!
You all right, Leslie?
Yes, just maybe, perhaps, give me a quick hand. Oh.
I see you found your central duct, then.
Oh, thank you very much, Norman.
How's my Adam coming along, then?
Oh, splendidly.
Right. It's just that I was a little bit worried about one or two of last term's reports. Mr. Halifax, for example.
Oh, Donald. No, he has his own distinctive way of putting things. You just read between the lines. He's saying that Adam has got great potential and with a bit of prodding could do even better.
Zero interest and zero talent. Where exactly do I read between the lines on that?
Right. Au marché. At the marketplace. Now, I want you to imagine that this... Clive Crotty, what are you doing?
Copying down the vocab, sir. It's what we did with Mr. Halifax.
Clive, close that book immediately. Now, some of you might think that this is a classroom, but it is, in fact, a bustling market square in southern Provence. So, what do we see? Well, we see stalls, don't we?
Stalls?
Yes, stalls. So, come on, let's have some stalls over here on this wall. Come on, everybody. Desks against the walls. Come on, let's have some stalls. Yes, you too, Clive Crotty. Well done. Well done. That's it. Now, let's have a little corner cafe over here, and Sally, is it? Sally, yes, and Hugo, yes. I want you to sit here and watch the world go by and pretend to have a glass of pastis or two, with the emphasis very much on the pretend. OK, who'd like to play Madame Dagobert, the rather surly but basically good-hearted woman who runs the fruit stall? Yes, thank you, Clive, but I rather think Lucy Cornwell might be more appropriate. Oh, Adam Huntley. Now, I want you to play Mr. Gibson, the English tourist, who comes up to buy a couple of melons. And remember, they're rather fussy about their food in France, so you won't just buy the melons, you'll insist on feeling them first. Well, you may laugh, but it's true.
So you want me to feel Lucy's melons then, sir?
Yes, but don't just feel them, give them a good squeeze as well. Oh, what is so funny? Right, Adam, off you go.
Bonjour, madame. Parlez-vous anglais? Oui. Oh, thank God for that. I'll have a couple of melons.
No.
She speaks English.
No, she doesn't.
She just said she did.
No, she didn't.
Sir!
Oh, good Lord. I'm so sorry, Mr. Wigley. I completely forgot. You see, what happened...
Are you aware that your tax disc has expired?
In fact, Anthony, Adam has got a wonderful new French teacher this year, Mr. Didcot, who's very keen and enthusiastic, and I can assure you he's becoming a model pupil and credit to the school.
Come on, Lucy. Everybody else has felt intense.
As I said, Norman, I think they were enacting some kind of role play.
Role play?
Yes, you see, instead of reciting sterile phrases by rote, they're encouraged to reenact certain situations.
What are they going to do next week? In bed with Madonna?
Yes. Anyway, shall I show you over the model again? Now, did I tell you about this exciting new Finnish architect? Apparently he designed the ear, nose and throat hospital in Helsinki.
How much have you had so far?
Well, about £17,000.
I'll match it.
Oh, that's very kind. If you could... Pardon? £17,000?
When you need a pen, you've never got one.
Pen.
Pen. Pen, 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 pen.
I've only got biros, Headmaster.
Fine.
Any particular colour?
Oh, for God's sake.
There we are, Norman.
Jean, go and get some champagne.
We haven't got any left.
What? Who drank it all?
You did after speech day.
Go out and get some cigars or something.
What sort of cigars?
I don't know. Anything that'll fit his mouth.
Leslie!
What? I mean, yes, Norman.
What's the date today?
The 8th. I must say, this is very generous of you, Norman.
Hello, Headmaster.
Yes, Lawrence, what is it?
Sorry, shall I come back later?
If you would, Lawrence. Yes.
It's Mansion School PLC, Norman.
I would just like to say before I go, Headmaster, that I'm having a splendid first day, and also I'm delighted to say that Adam Huntley is responding very well.
Oh, good.
He took the lead in the role play and really entered into the spirit of the thing.
Oh, there, what did I tell you? It needs a bit of a shake, Norman.
Also, I have to say that I think it's a bit unfair to blame Adam Huntley for his background and his unfortunate parents. I thought you put it much more fairly, Headmaster, when you said that the mansion needs all sorts, even the Huntleys of this world.
Lawrence, I think you're confusing it with something else.
Oh, no, don't you remember? It was when Mr. Herring said Adam will turn out to be a vulgar buffoon just like his father. And Mr. Halifax asked if you were going to expel him this year.
Lawrence!
Oh, I'm sorry. We didn't meet in the staff room this morning. Lawrence Didcot, French department.
Norman Huntley, parent department.
Well, I'm delighted to meet you, and I hope...
There goes Norman Huntley.
And there goes the headmaster. He's doing terribly well keeping up with Huntley's benefit.
That's because he's got his hand stuck in the electric window.
I better get matron.
Oh, God, it's lost his 17 grand. We're all going to be made to pay for it now. Well, I refuse to do another car boot sale.
Eric, goodbye.
The headmaster normally likes staff to wait until the end of school, Lawrence, before knocking off.
No, I'm leaving. This is my last day at the school. I've let everyone down, and I have no alternative but to resign.
Lawrence.
Well, at least you're leaving with a 100% attendance record, Lawrence.
Donald, if you could tell my replacement that 5C are halfway down page 11 of Bonjour La France. 3A have done most of the farm animal vocabulary up to and including the cock goes cock-a-doodle-doo. And I didn't get very far with the sixth form because it took me 25 minutes to find the classroom. Eric, my offer to cut up the oranges for the under-11 hockey trial still stands.
Oh, well, that's a weight off my mind.
Excuse me.
Ah, Mr. Wigley.
Hello?
Goodbye. Just to put you in the picture, I am resigning as from today.
You can't do that.
No, I'm sorry, my mind is made up.
You can't. I've just made out your parking permit. Excuse me.
Harriet, good luck with Othello at the end of term. I shall certainly make one of the performances. At the moment, it's a toss-up between the Friday and the Saturday, but I'll let you know nearer the day.
So what happened to us all still being here in 30 years' time, then, Lawrence?
I'm afraid I'm the last thing a school like the Mansion needs, Harriet. Teaching just isn't me.
Sorry, sir. What are we doing tomorrow?
Hugo Botany, you must learn to listen. There'll be a test on the future tense, and we're going to read Anne-Marie and Hervé Go Camping.
Thanks, sir.
Wait a minute, what am I saying? I won't be here, will I?
Now, you leave the foyer and enter the central auditorium.
Sorry, Headmaster.
Now, you leave the foyer and enter the central auditorium. You notice the gently tiered seating.
I'll just pop that on your desk. Sorry. Sorry.
Oh, and don't worry about the central pillars. They hardly obscure the view at all.
Sorry.
Lawrence, what is this talk of resigning?
Well,
I never heard such poppycock in my life. One little mishap and you turn tail and run away. What sort of stuff are you made of?
Oh, well,
Besides, you'll be glad to hear Norman Huntley called by half an hour ago with another cheque. He just wanted the head to sweat it out a bit.
Oh. Oh.
We'd love to make a donation, Headmaster. But the thing is, Lionel was made redundant in the summer.
It would be your own seat in the auditorium with your own name plaque.
I'm afraid we simply can't afford £500. Actually, we came to ask you for an extension on the fees.
Oh.
There, Jean.
Welcome back, Lawrence.
Rest assured, your son's education is foremost in our minds, and don't worry, late payment is not a problem at all. Have you got a house, haven't you? By the way, Jean, where did you put that cheque from Norman Huntley?
It's in the envelope on your desk, Headmaster.
The only thing I found was this letter of resignation from Lawrence. Oh, by the way, I think we'll sleep on it, don't you, Lawrence?
Oh, no, that can't be my letter, Headmaster, because I just,
I'd go home and get an early night if I were you, Lawrence.
And next week, Monsieur Didcot attempts to spread a little entente cordiale on the football field.